Okay, welcome back, everyone. I'd like to start out with if you're anywhere in the hurricane affected areas, I definitely thoughts and prayers are out to you guys. Stay safe. So nice to see that it is appearing to weaken a little bit, but again, if you're in those hurricane paths, stay safe. Biggest thing I want to start with is we got a lot of data. Today right now we got jobless claims, corporate profits, GDP numbers. So all these numbers coming in right now. Big thing is 9:10 a.m. Jerome Powell is speaking from Jackson Hole. And as always, I know, in like low price stocks, you're like, oh, who cares about all this data? But, this stuff does move the market. Jerome Powell moves the market. And yes, one of the reasons we love low price stocks is they tend to kind of do their own thing. They don't really care what the overall market's doing. But the simple fact is, if Powell comes on and scares the hell out of everybody, you're probably going to see a lot of failed momentum out of the gate, So doesn't mean like the day is over, doesn't mean the week is over. It's just, I just want you to be aware that if he comes out, spooks everybody and things are, momentum kind of dies out of the gate, I just want you to know why, I guess. Then we've got some home sales data at 10 a.m. Now, I want to be clear. I expect all these data to be bullish myself. I expect the jobs number to be improving. I expect the housing number to be improving. I don't think, Powell is going to come on and scare everybody. Okay, so jobless claims are out, and they're basically exactly what everybody expected. So anyway, just keep that in mind, and let's get to work. VBIV. So this thing ran, a week ago, right? Or no. There was a similar ticker that ran. So anyway, okay, so we got a higher float stock for a pan-coronavirus. Decent news. Higher float stock. So, I like the fact that we've got, so let's do 8:33 a.m. VBIV, low priced but higher float. So not a quote unquote nut job stock, okay? Would be nice to kind of just see this kind of trend sideways. Let's see what happens with the market open. Let's see what Powell says. I like this as a lower priced, non-wacky. This thing isn't gonna move. It's not gonna move like a 2 million float stock. It's not going to $8 today, but I could see this thing just nicely trending through the day. It's put in multi-day moves as recently as May and June, so I like VBIV as a as a non-wacky stock. TTCM. Yuck. Do what you want with TTCM. 8:34. TTCM. Yuck. OTC pink POS of the day. Do what you want. I have no interest. Yuck, 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 yuck. Do what you want with your crappy 1 cent OTC pink sheets. It probably morning panics, okay? Here's the thing. If you took OTC overnight, or you took this overnight, it's probably going to drop 50% at the open. And then you're going to say to yourself, why did I do it again? Why did I overnight a pink sheet stock? Why? So, if you're looking at trading it today, probably a morning panic dip buy. So, only thing would be hope for a morning panic dip buy. Other than that, disgusting. Disgusting. Solo. EVs. Tesla's moving. You know, Tesla was moving earlier. Still up. Tesla's still green. I would say weak open red to green on Solo as long as Tesla stays strong. 836 Solo, weak open red to green. As long as the market leader, Tesla, stays strong. Abbott Labs, that $5 COVID test. I don't know if it's necessarily a trade. I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for, and I'll talk about this more at the daily briefing back at noon. I don't know if Abbott Labs is a trade on this. It's just encouraging that it looks like they might have a $5 test. So, thoughts on AMD? Beautiful. Look for breakouts. I mean, this is what's great about AMD. I mean, look at when it broke out in July, ran. When it broke out in August, ran. Now it's getting ready to break out again. And you know, this is another thing I've talked about on the daily briefing. Intel Corporation, INTC. They've been Intel slipping, man. I mean, how do you lose Apple? I mean, how do you know, as a contract manufacturer, as a producer of a microprocessor, a component, how do you lose Apple? How can you not keep Apple happy? So I think Intel's got problems. AMD's going to benefit from that. So I've talked about that a lot over the last few months. Loving AMD on INTC's missteps. MOXC, some sketchy China merger. I mean, listen, it's a low float stock. It has news. These are always dip and stuff like MOXC is always a dip and rip. I just don't have much faith in this. It's just it's some sketchy China play with some weird merger news with Blab Group. I don't know. So, but the simple fact is, as always, it is a low float stock with news. So, MOXC, sketchy China play, but it is a low float with news. 945 dip and rip. Stick to your plan. Is NIO going to continue? I think so. You know, again, basically everything, all these EV plays are probably going to follow Tesla. So this is what I would say, Moreno. As long as Tesla stays green on the day, I expect all the EV plays to follow. So if you're swing trading NIO, I expect it to continue. So NIO, whoops, 839. NIO, I expect to continue with Tesla. Congrats to everyone swinging this. Now, I urge caution because they are exposed. You know, this is a China play, but at the end of the day, between the EVs moving, market exploding yesterday, I think that news overweighed the fact that they are a Chinese issue. So yes, I expect NIO to continue. MOXC, CLVS. News. Chart. Chart's a mess. So you got, I mean, the thing with CLVS, I still remember Were any of you at the Traders Expo in Las Vegas? I'm hoping some of you were. So if you were at the Traders Expo in Las Vegas last November, my presentation that day, it had to have been November 8th. I did a presentation breaking down what made CLVS like a quote unquote ideal dip and rip. And if you notice, CLVS, the day I did that, it was at like 450 and it went as high as 17 a few weeks later. So this is an old favorite, but again, I see resistance at 625, 650. You know, there's just everywhere. So, not a fan of CLVS, just because of the chart. So, just looking for new tickers. We kind of covered everything. What's your opinion on option trading? You know, I have to admit, Jordan, listen, I've been in this game for 15 years. I've been at the market, researching, trading 15 years, every single day. I'm not an expert on options. Now, I will say this. That is something I am looking to add to my tool chest, okay? So really, basically, that's kind of like a winter project for me. It's on my list, Jordan. So now, Jordan, I know a lot of guys that do really well trading options. Mark Crook, Anand, Sang Lucci's, Sang Lucci's a friend of mine. Mark Crook's a friend of mine. I know a lot of guys that do very well in options, but I have to admit, not my specialty. It is something I do plan on, again, adding to my tool chest, especially, I think a lot of you guys know I'm in the Midwest, so when it's summer in the Midwest, man, we take advantage of it. So, we're outside as much as possible because winter's coming. Winter's coming in like a week. So that is something I am looking to learn more about. So, CRM, how's CRM do? CRM was a beautiful earnings winner yesterday. Text, so here we go. Textbook week open red to green on an earnings winner. So, definitely. So, 843 CRM. Love this as a week open red to green earnings winner. Watch with the SPY though. Hopefully Powell doesn't kill everything. So that's the biggest thing is let's see what Powell says. Now, again, I don't think anything bad is going to happen, but he's the Fed chairman. If he comes on and he scares everybody, then back off on your swing trades. Now, vice versa, if he comes on, market's kind of just doing its thing, no panic, no disarray, then you're looking for that week open red to green on CRM. You're buying above green on the day. You're risking a red fail. And, again, CRM checks so many boxes. In my opinion, it's a stay-at-home play, okay? Because again, cloud, if you're not familiar with what CRM does, that's their wheelhouse. Remote work, everyone's going to be using their products going into the future. I'm a big fan of Mark Benioff. I talked about this yesterday. They're an earnings winner, cloud computing, hot sector, 52-week breakout, great volume, et cetera, so much to love about CRM. So, all right, everyone, I got to run, got to get on the Steady Trade team. I've got 2 webinars at 9 a.m. and 3:30. I'm also doing the daily briefing at noon. Thank you, everyone. As always, million questions. I get to as many as I can. I do my best for you, but if I don't get to them, I'm here every day. So I apologize. I just go in order and answer as many as I can. So have a great day. Keep an eye on that 9:10 speech by Powell. See you back here at noon. Check out the Steady Trade team. And as always, have a great day. And I'll end as I began. If you're in the path of the hurricane, stay safe. You're in my, I'm thinking about you. You're in my prayers. So if you're down in Texas or Louisiana, I wish you the best. So, all right, everyone. See you tomorrow.